views and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the program host and do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by TCNTV Network Incorporated. Due to the social nature of this broadcasting channel, videos may contain content copyrighted by another entity or person. The TCNTV Network claims no rights to the said content. TCNTV Network cannot be held accountable for the copyrighted content. TCNTV Network is a messenger and sharer of information and strives to verify but cannot warrant the accuracy of copyrights or completeness of the information on this program.
Is Generation X. That's me. I was born in the 70s.
And
really? Yeah.
Oh. Like 79 or like 73?
I'm not talking to you about this.
After 12.
But
like, you don't say nothing night, like, you know, like, kind of, you know.
Christina, can we stay on script? Sure. This is why I have it.
What? Like, sometimes you act your age and sometimes you don't. And this is one of those moments where it's like, wow, like, this lady's really... Anyway.
Did you call me a lady?
I did call you a lady. Hello, 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 beautiful people.
Just say, take a quick look at this thing on voting. You know what? Who are you voting for this year? Start questioning people. Put people's mind on it. If they say nothing, say why. Why not? Why would you do that? Did you know that?
April Fools.
Guys, I will see you in a couple weeks on For now, have a good Friday. I'm about to kill everybody in this room because people knew about this.
Simone, what's the matter?
I'm not responding. I'm not responding to you guys.
Did it have something with you being live and that whole happening? So we actually just finished the final show in this studio, and while Simone was live, we decided to play a prank on her, which you just saw her reaction. We do have it on video, but that hole in the wall happened while she was live.
Hey, y'all, what's good? I have something in my throat. I should have got water.
It's sin.
Wow. It's
my
not.
mom said.
But yeah,
Sin.
Hey, y'all, what's good?
What up, people? Where's your energy, girl?
I'm going to explain everything. I wanted to keep it for the show, not like do it. Like, you see, okay, what happens is like typically we have like a discussion before the show and then we come on the show. But today I wanted to keep the discussion inside and then have the discussion during the show because it'll be more authentic. You see what I'm saying?
Your talks, girl.
So anyway, I got in a fight with my brother today, and he left the car in the middle of the road. Yeah.
Guy, that's very random.
I know.
Where's your brother?
Oh, he's home. He walked home.
Okay,
yeah,
we're gonna talk about this later.
No, we're gonna talk about it now because it feeds. I'll tell you why. Right. So
you have a minute, by the way, because I know you like to extend stories.
No problem. So what happened was, the thing is, like, I did it to myself. Because I started off the morning in a bad place.
Okay.
And so all the events thereafter kind of fell into that.
Yeah,
so
makes sense.
I was living in a spirit of fear, and then that affected the conversation I had with my brother, and that affected our journey on the way here, and that affected him like leaving the car in the middle of the road to walk back home. So that's why I'm a little less energetic today because I feel bad. And when I tried to call him back, he's not answering his phone.
You got to give him a minute.
I know.
You have to. And I know you feel bad, but you got to give him a minute.
Yeah.
Right? When we're all shitty sometimes, because it happens.
Yeah.
Like sometimes we're in bad moods.
Yeah.
And it happens. Legit waking up on the wrong side of the bed. Yes.
Yeah.
And it's okay, guy.
So what also like added to that was as I was doing the research for today's show, I was like remember I spoke to you maybe like 8 or so this morning and I was like, oh, I wanted to talk about events that are happening in the world.
Yes.
So, I was doing my research, going through blogs and like newspaper articles and stuff. And it was a lot of bad shit that happened this decade. Like so much. Like I think I got up to like number 13 and I'm like, I'm not going to report on any of this. Like I refuse to like put that onto our show. I feel like our show is about positivity. It's about encouraging learning and inspiration and inspiring people to be better and live a better life. So I'm not going to come on here and run down like 15 of the worst things that happened in this decade.
I hear you.
So that's why it took me a lot longer to make today's show because I'm like, you know what, fuck it. I'm not going to bring any negativity to today's show.
It wasn't me.
And I think it was kind of like that was really what led up to like today's show. Okay. Whereas like I had a lot fewer topics, but they're all positive ones.
That's okay.
So
I'm good with that. Hold on 1 second. Dave, could we do me a big favor, please? Could you please bring some water for Miss Christina so she doesn't croak? I appreciate you.
Wow.
No, this is you need it. So just before we go into this, because we do have a few minutes, you have a clip that's going to be coming up right now. This clip is you'll be seeing from me how we got to this point. And thank you for sharing, by the way. That's interesting to share out live. Like,
exactly.
Brother, sorry.
I'm sorry.
She is.
I'm really sorry, Daniel.
We're going to make it up. I don't know how we're going to do it. I'll be involved in the making up part of it. We'll just figure it all out. But you know what? It happens. Cuss her out, though, still, because she deserves it.
He did cuss me out in the middle of credit view.
I will do the same thing for you when the show's up. Okay, let's go straight into your clip. Let's keep moving with this.
My clip?
Well, sorry. What you're talking about. What are you doing?
Oh, yeah. You know what? Selena, please play my clip because I think it's necessary for right now.
Okay, perfect.
Ping pong. Ping pong.
So when I was making the script, I also made sure to include this clip because it's one that sparks joy, right? It's one like it was also a very big part of this decade because there was a period of time where there was not a single child on the planet was not singing this song. Like on Christmas Day, one of my cousins came over and that was the first thing she played on the Google Home, which was annoying, but I also feel like it sparks joy inside of us. So I wanted to also include that into today's segment.
I like it. Thank you. Okay, we have a minute left. Let's run through what you have to. I see some things. I have some questions to ask you.
Yeah, but the thing is, I break all of these up into like the rest of the segments.
Okay, let's talk about them then. What we can be hearing from you.
So I started off with some technology pieces, obviously, because I'm a tech writer. Duh. So we're going to talk a little bit about Shopify because it was also a very big thing that happened this decade, as well as the iPad. So that was
Oh,
launched in 2010. Yeah, and Shopify went public in 2010. So those are, I definitely think, really big things that happened this decade. And also, unfortunately, also in 2010, Vine died. So we're going to talk more about those things in the next segment of In the Now.
We get more. What else
Yeah,
you
there's
got?
so much, but I'm going to talk
Go
about more.
through them.
All of them?
Yes.
There's so much. Okay. Vine died. We have racially diverse emojis came onto the scene. There was the Women's March. Banksy destroyed an art piece.
Okay.
I thought that was really cool. We had the most diverse class sworn into Congress. So we had a lot of Muslim people. We had a lot of LGBTQ
Yes.
and then Mandara people. We got the first glimpse of a black hole in this decade.
Cool.
Very cool. Isn't that cool?
See, and you ended it out just in time. When we come back,
I
we're
guess
gonna
so.
hear all of that along with the evolution of what we now know as you're going the wrong way. There you go. In the Now with Sim and Chris. We'll see you guys soon.
Yeah.
Are you retiring smart? Make your home's equity work for you. With your home's equity and our 30 years of experience, the Retire Smart Properties team can help you achieve the quality of life you've always wanted. Our services are 360 degrees. We'll give you advice, take care of staging and selling, and help you find the perfect home and community to transition to. It's time to enjoy the retirement lifestyle you deserve. Visit our website today to learn how you can use your home to retire comfortably. The Retire Smart Properties team, powered by RE/MAX West.
World-famous spiritual astrologer and psychic Pandit Sai is born to serve people. He's an expert on palmistry and horoscope. He can handle all problems and give Vedic solutions for business, job, love, marriage, husband and wife problems, children, personal, and many others, including depression. He also performs pujas to clear all sorts of obstacles. Call Pandit Sai and see changes in your life now. 647-766-1419. Located at 2895 Derry Road, East Mississauga, Airport Road and Derry.
Let's do a quickie.
You ready? Okay.
Let's do a quickie. You ready?
Yeah. No, there's never quickies. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. I have I don't even know what to say about this man. I have been following him since I was
96. 96.
I was a wee one.
A wee one.
And you have made such an impact.
Thank you.
How does it feel, first of all, to know that you've helped create many children?
It's great. I love to populate the world. That's really, really great. You know, that's what I set out to do. I got 9 myself, so I did my part. So.
Are you serious? Did you have 9?
Absolutely. Yeah. Got 9 kids. The pony was working. I don't know about now. It's like, I'm just.
What do you think has kept you this long in the industry?
Just good music, feel good music, and I think I illustrated that. Well, the crowd illustrated that today, and it just a love for, I won't say real music, but just feel good music in my generation and in my time, because it worked for us. And the people that was following me and supporting me, they're still here. They're only 40-something, 30-something, so it ain't like we 80 and they're 90 years old.
I feel like it though.
You telling me I need.
Welcome back, everybody. So I think in Christina's attempts with the positivity, nearly get us kicked off of Facebook.
They're just gonna mute that part, which is fine. The thing is, everybody knows the visuals for the song, so you'll get it, right? So, I'm fine.
So that clip, this show again, Christina is the newest version of this show.
Yeah, I've only been here for like 3 months.
Yes, you've added to the show, but the show's been around for about 2 years, and it's gone through some changes. So what the video you just saw is actually a little bit more recent, but it is one of my favorite moments of the decade. In the Now actually went out into the community during the summertime, this summer that just passed, and this is when Selena came on with us. Production man,
Big up yourself, Selena.
Blah. Blah.
We should really have a camera view that shows on her sometimes. I feel we should.
I don't think we need this one. I think this one needs to go on our show because I feel like we need to dialogue.
Who does that? I feel there are some shows where
Howard Stern does that.
They put the camera on the producer people.
Yeah, all the time.
I feel we should do that.
So, Selena, new year, new things, eh? Okay, good. So quick story, because I know you have some stuff to talk about with your
stuff is boring.
Okay, so drama. So we went to Jerk Fest, me and Selena, and we had they told us what we need to come with. We brought everything we needed to.
How is Jerk Fest? I've only been to like a Rib Fest. I've never been to Jerk Fest. Is Jerk
Tiny Squirrel. Can we talk about this later?
Sure.
I'm telling a story.
No problem. I thought it's like the story adjacent. Anyway, carry on.
Thank you. Jerk Fest is great.
Awesome.
Lots of jerks. Okay. So we were there, and they first of all didn't have media passes for us, but they did have media passes for us. But then they didn't.
What?
That's exactly what we said. So me and Selena are like, what is going on here? So they gave us like passes to get to a certain stage because we were supposed to be able to go backstage to visit Genuine. And they gave us a pass and said, you're good with that. So we get there and we get to this one security guard who swore, I think this man has no control in his house because this man was like, no, you can't come in. But like, we're media. Clearly we have our camera and stuff. We're media. He's like, no, you can't come in here. You got to get another pass. You can't get back here. So we're like, okay. We went back to get passes. Came back with now another set of passes. So there's 2 walls, legit. There was like a screen, a fence, and a fence, okay? So apparently the passes that we got only got us between the 2 fences, which made no damn sense. What are we taping between 2 fences? We can't see the stage. There's no one in between the 2 fences. Me and Selena were vexed. We're like, what is going on? Finally, some security guard, it wasn't a police officer. It was a police officer, wasn't it? Yes, a very nice police officer brought us in backstage, and then I got to interview Genuine. But even when we were trying to get backstage with the police officer, the same idiot security guard's like, no, they can't come past him. I'm like, bro, what is your problem? Like, what is your beef? Do you want to get interviewed? Is this what it's about? Are you not feeling special? So that was our drama, getting in to see Genuine. But honestly, that took about 2.5 hours, legit. Wow. Just to get back there. It took about 2.5 hours. And we only spoke with him for about maybe a minute and a half. But it was the best minute and a half of my entire life. That's a Genuine story in the Now. Right.
A minute and a half? That's crazy.
Pretty much. That's all it was. It was like lights, camera, action, go. But yeah. The lights were terrible. That's why I looked yellow, like Yellow Man in the picture.
What the hell?
Anyhow, so your turn.
Yes, my turn.
Your turn.
Can you play? Wait, hold on. I don't know which one to go for. Let's do Shopify first, because Shopify is actually doing numbers on Twitter right now with something that's happening. So can you play the the Shopify clip, please?
In Shopify's beginning, it was very hard for us to get any kind of investment. It was mostly run on fumes, on personal savings by my family and friends. Even in situations where we had weeks of money left in the bank, I insisted on the people who worked here to make plans and think about products that we needed a year later. It's really, really hard to have this discipline. but that's what made the difference. So this company, honestly, it almost happened by accident. When I came to Canada, I picked up the hobby of snowboarding, and eventually me and a few friends decided, hey, wouldn't it be cool?
So if you want to see the full clip, you can go to Shopify's YouTube channel.
Or you can just scroll down
and we have the video link in the description box.
In the description.
So smart! Yes. Video link is in the description box down below. So you can watch the full video. It's about 25 minutes in length. But the reason I wanted to talk about Shopify, you guys already know I talk a lot about Shopify. And that's a big deal because I honestly haven't used Shopify fully in my business till this year. Every other e-commerce platform I used to use was either WooCommerce or VirtueMart, which is so bad. But Shopify is it's really changed the game for e-commerce businesses and allowing people to bring their ideas to life really well and very simply. So from drop shipping, which I taught you about.
Yes, I love about drop shipping.
To people selling their subscription boxes and stuff like that. Shopify makes it super duper easy. And that was I feel a really big thing that happened this decade. They went public and they become like we're now a company that blah, blah, blah. Do you know how much their stock price is right now?
What are they at?
Do you remember how much it was when I first brought them on?
No.
Okay, it was $330.
Okay, what are they at now?
$550.
Wow. Okay. So Shopify's doing well.
Yeah.
Very well.
That's
very,
a growth
well.
of in 3 months.
Nice. He's living large. Good for you, young man.
Yeah. So I also wanted to bring up something he spoke about. He's been speaking about the past 2 days on Twitter, where he's talking about there's this conversation that's happened on Twitter. If you go on Twitter, there's different sections of Twitter. Okay. There's Hotep Twitter, there's BLM Twitter, there's SJW Twitter. There's different types of Twitter. And there's also this part of seriously.
Hotep Twitter.
I'm not joking.
Dave, you hear about Hotep Twitter?
So there's so many different parts of Twitter, and somebody from I think they call it the manosphere part of Twitter.
What does that mean?
It's really, in my personal opinion, it doesn't make any sense, but it kind of does. They have some fair points. So for example, they believe in, I don't want to say hyper masculinity, but they kind of believe that women should act like women and men should act like men.
Oh, manosphere. That makes sense now. Okay, got it.
They kind of believe that men should be strong and should be the providers for women, and women should be feminine, etc., etc.
And stay at home and bake?
Yes. They have those type of beliefs. Some of them are good. As with all things in life, you pick the good, discard
Whatever
the bad.
Works.
But someone from a crossover of that space, which was the manosphere and entrepreneur Twitter, said that if you're not working 80 plus hours per week in your 20s, you're never going to be successful. So there's this whole discussion about what it means to be successful and how much time you should physically put into working on your business and your hobbies, et cetera, et cetera. So Toby now, who is the founder of Shopify, a publicly traded company, he's like, that's bullshit. You don't need to work that many hours to build your dream or have your dream.
Okay.
And he broke down how his day-to-day works. I think he does maybe 5 hours per day of work. And he's like, I spend a lot of time with my children, with my family, building relationships. And I encourage the rest of my entire team to do the same as well. So I feel like as one of the CEOs of a really fast-growing current company in the decade, exactly.
He's doing something right.
Exactly.
So I know you want to talk about iPad, but we're going to have to do it in the next segment. We got to keep going, guys. We never have enough.
Never.
You can't hear me? Can you hear me now? Usually my mouth's bigger. Honestly, sorry, Selena. All right, guys.
What segment are we on?
We're in segment 3 now. We'll see you guys soon.
In the now.
Really?
I don't know what's going on.
Dave.
At Benjamin Law, we understand the real cost of personal injuries. As the victim of an accident, you may be the one who's physically hurt, but your main concern is that your family are the ones who will pay the price. Benjamin Law will be there for you, helping, supporting, and working tirelessly to resolve your personal injury case. Call 1-855-899-4878 or visit benjaminlaw.ca and let our family of lawyers help your family.
My name is Trish Curling, and I am an online coach, personal trainer, and yoga teacher, and your new host of Shaping Life, which is all about understanding that we have the ability and the control to take charge of our health and wellness. But we can't do it alone, and I can't wait to sit down with the best in the industry. Please tune in every Friday at 1 p.m. live here on the TCN Network.
So now let's get to the main event. I chuckled when I saw this.
Hey y'all. So the video should have been
holding.
He was holding who? Moses?
Was that Moses?
That was Moses.
Holding the 10 Commandments?
Yes. Exactly.
Holding the first tablet?
Yeah, exactly.
Dave,
So at the start of 2010, Apple came out with the first generation of the iPad. And I feel like that
and dysfunction started then.
What?
Dysfunction.
Why?
Aren't you hearing about what this iPad is doing to these kids now? Because they're staring at it like this 24 hours a day sometimes.
I blame the parents.
I do blame the parents, because I said dysfunction started.
But I don't think the iPad caused parents to be lax.
What? Absolutely the iPad. Listen, I'm in houses all the time with children and parents. The very first thing that a parent does when they don't want to deal with their child is pass them the iPad. Back in our days, they'd say, go watch TV. The only difference.
Fair.
That's the only difference. And these kids are learning nothing. They're playing games. All type of stupidness. So the end of our time. iPad,
You're really hungry.
Suck. I am hungry. Do you hear my stomach?
Yeah, I do. It's
I
like
know.
the third time.
I'm sorry. I'm going to drink some more water.
It's okay.
My belly. Dave didn't cook this morning. Okay, go on. Go on. Talk about your iPad. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I feel like this was another area. Like, Apple is so innovative, in my personal opinion. And it's not like they haven't done the iPad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the iPad, as it is right now, is just like a rendition of something they used to do before.
Okay.
So in that clip, again, the video link is in the description box down below. You actually see that that was the first, they showed like the actual like first edition of the iPad, not the one we have now, but it was like something different.
Okay.
So I thought that was a really cool thing.
It was a
for
big
the
thing that
second.
did happen. Regardless, it's a huge thing, good or bad.
Yeah.
It's a huge thing. Okay.
Yeah.
What else is going on?
The Women's March.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I have questions about that. I kind of wanted to find out from your perspective if you thought that was a positive thing or a negative thing.
Yeah, can we put a picture of the Women's March?
I don't have a picture of the Women's March. I have a video, but it's like 2 minutes long. I don't think we have time for that. Link in the description box.
No, throw
You
them
wanna show
in
the
it.
video?
Let's show them what, for people
Okay.
who don't know what the
Okay.
Women's March is. Let's
Let's show the
quick
Women's
video.
March. Yeah.
This is what feminist looks like. This is what feminist looks like.
Massive crowd of women marching behind me. This is the front line, and they're pretty amped.
Donald Trump has got to go. Hey, hey.
We work hard every day to move it forward, and we don't want to go backwards. We're not going to go backwards.
I'm actually not that cold because my anger is keeping me warm.
Donald Trump has got to go. Hey, hey. Oh, whoa.
I'm here at the center of the Women's March in a sea of signs.
I happen to be gay and married to a woman.
Yeah, so the Women's March happened in 2017, and it happened on the same day at the inauguration of the current president of the United States, Mr. Trump. So what are your thoughts on the Women's March? What do you mean?
Whatever.
What? Expand a bit more.
That's pretty much all I got to say about it.
Why?
Whatever. What the hell are we marching? What are they marching for now? What? 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 Should I be in the manosphere? Go sit down. What? 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 What were they marching for? Tell me what they were marching for. me.
I feel like it was a protest
Of what?
Donald Trump being in power because of all the things he's done to women.
But they were all watching The Apprentice, though. Stop. All of you were. Just bullshit. Just people. Nonsense. Like Shalina was saying, people just change. They flip-flop time to time. All of them are watching The Apprentice. Every single one of them, maybe not all of them, but most of them watch The Apprentice. We're like, yay, Trump.
Mm-hmm. But maybe they like Trump as a TV host and not as like leader of the free world.
Too bad. You are gave him too much power. He has money somehow.
Interesting take.
Drop out of the sky. Someone put it in his pocket.
Wow.
So, whatever. Next.
So Meghan Markle got married to Harry. How do you feel about that?
She's not. Everyone's like, she's the first black woman in the royal family. No, she ain't. No, she ain't. Can you do me a favor, please, Selena? I think this is important.
I really like this dress, but carry on.
Okay. Could you please pull up Queen Charlotte? We did a show on this. I'm glad for them, but she's not the first black woman in the family. And like, who cares?
I kind of feel like people, when they say first, I think in like modern history.
No, it doesn't matter. You can't say first because she's not the first.
Yeah,
and that was the whole thing.
That's fair.
For a lot of people, they're like, oh my God, that was a big deal. She's the first. She's the first. She's the first. She's not the first. Throw up the first, please.
But don't you feel you should also celebrate her nevertheless?
I celebrate Queen Charlotte. She was gangster. She had like 1,000 children. 15. That's the first black woman. That's the first black woman.
Okay, no, okay. Now I feel we're gonna fight because
Hi, Queen Charlotte. Big up yourself here. You're the first in history. All right.
Okay, here's my thing. So you mean to tell me that in modern history, like that, like you're not happy for her, or is it just like where is your beef with this whole situation?
It's not a beef. She's just not the first. And so they're another black and white couple. Ooh, jungle fever. Back in the days, guys. This ain't new. Boo. They're just royalty. I give them nothing. Next.
Wow. That's crazy.
I don't have time with this royal family. People spend way too much time on them. I don't give a damn. What the hell? Watching them does what? I got work to do. I want to get down to 5 hours like Shopify Man. I can't get down to 5 hours watching them. Shoot. Anything else, girl? This is why we do this, though, because we have different opinions.
Yeah, like right? I don't understand.
Millennials find that shit amusing. Bond them.
But it is amusing, though. No problem.
Queen Charlotte. That's what I. Queen Charlotte again, please.
I'm done my segment thus far.
Good. Could you throw up Queen Charlotte? There we go. First black woman. 15 children later. All these people are trying to run a lot of the royal family. Like, oh my God, black people. Most y'all black. Sorry. Okay, keep going. All right. So, this is why we do the show. I just have to drop some knowledge. That's all.
No problem.
But I appreciate you, millennials, for being so enthusiastic. You know what? For your time, I get it. All right. So back to like in the now on the road. So we're going to take a little trip from England, even though it's not too far of a trip. They found themselves here. Jamaica. Okay. Jamaica's been huge this year in everything. We have been at the top for most charts. We're in top 10 of places to vacation in the world. In the world. Yep. Jamaica, big up yourself. So one thing In the Now did do with the Toronto Caribbean newspaper and all of the MyTCN network is we went to Jamaica. And I brought Miss Trish with me. So let's do a little quick view of Jamaica.
Welcome to Trenchtown. Welcome to the Oma Reggae music. Welcome to the House of Living Culture. That's the name of the band that is here. And our purpose here is to capture the spirit of Bob Marley.
We got invited to the Miss Jamaica pageant tonight, so we got excluded from the group. We're gonna go back and have some jerk chicken, which I promised Trish to have anyways.
just came downstairs for breakfast this morning, and we're gonna go and experience a true Jamaican style breakfast.
We should have, like, this was okay. So we're actually sitting down here talking about media trips, because this was one of the media trips that MyTCN and Toronto Caribbean newspaper was invited on by the Jamaican Tourist Board. Big up yourselves. We really appreciate it. It was 4 days because they were also doing a homecoming in 2018. They were trying to get people who live outside in the diaspora to come back to Jamaica and kind of take in the different lifestyle. Because when we go home, we go to our family's house and we go to the country. That's it.
That's very true.
Right? So here they're showing us the tourist life. That's it. But it was a really exciting thing. And again, big up Jamaica for the year you're having. We have one more segment to go. One more thing from Christina, I think. And then
I have 3 more
I
things.
have a special treat for you guys to end the show. We will see you. See how many birthdays?
I think 3 more things.
Here's one more thing.
I have
We'll see
3
you
more
soon, honey,
things.
Now, one more thing.
3 more things.
At Benjamin Law, we understand the real cost of personal injuries. As the victim of an accident, you may be the one who's physically hurt, but your main concern is that your family are the ones who will pay the price. Benjamin Law will be there for you, helping, supporting, and working tirelessly to resolve your personal injury case. Call 1-855-899-4878 or visit benjaminlaw.ca and let our family of lawyers help your family.
Hi, we're back on In the Now.
Do you feel my energy? What energy? A good one. Good energy. Taking it in. You can't smell energy.
I'm just saying you smell nice. You smell like me. I have a scent that smells really similar to that. Miss Dior Sherry. It's really nice. It smells exactly like that.
Dave's mom bought it for me. It's very nice. I think so. I don't know what it was.
You look so bad. Like
it doesn't.
Oh my gosh.
Listen to me.
Oh.
Do you know how many girls beg for your hair?
I know. They're
beg
foolish.
for your hair.
Foolish.
They're doing all type of fools just to have your hair.
Oh God.
Wearing all type of wig to have your hair.
Listen, I'm joining Wig Life 2020. I bought my wig. Yes, I did.
I'm proud of you. Are we going to see it next year?
For sure.
For the first show?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm done. Like I'm
since you have
so
3
done.
things, let's go through them. We'll talk about Vine.
We spoke about Vine already.
Oh, died. Okay.
We spoke about Vine already.
What do we have? Black hole. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. That's good.
I wanted to talk about. I know it's not on the script, but it's kind of the same, and I think this is so up your alley. This is the kind of stuff that you like. We're talking about how there was a total eclipse this year, and we also were able to see like the first black hole. See what I'm saying? I knew she'd like this part.
I like this.
So, like, I think that's really cool.
So where's this black hole? Does everyone know what a black hole is? Yes, do you know what a black hole is?
I have no clue, but I feel like I don't know what it is. Like I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like I don't know what a black hole is.
It's a void in space.
Exactly.
That's all it is. It's where things go in and never come out. Right, Dave?
I think
It's a void.
I definitely feel there's some
Like a
form of
vacuum.
I feel like there's definitely some form of parallel between us
I
seeing
think so
a
too.
total eclipse this year, and that's the first time I think we've ever been able to capture what a black hole actually looks like.
I think it's like a portal to another universe. I just think we would never try to go to it. But like if it disappears, where does it go? Where do things go? I think it'll just disappear. So that's kind of cool. All right, what else you got?
Shoot, my list is not here. Banksy. I like this guy. Do you like him?
I don't know what a Banksy is.
He is like an anonymous artist.
Oh, okay.
And
Why are you gasping, Selena? Calm down.
who
Christ, I don't
does
know.
like he does like I want to say graffiti art, and he does art. right? But it has like always has like a social message behind it.
Oh, nice. Maybe I'll look up Banksy.
What? I'm really surprised you don't know who Banksy is.
So maybe Selena, why don't you do an article on him? Why don't you find Banksy?
No, that's actually a thing. No one knows what he looks like. No one has ever seen him before.
That's cool.
And he's been around, I think, like for more than 2 decades, and his art, like millions and millions of dollars of his art.
We don't have to see him. We just want to talk to him.
That would be so cool.
That's it. Anything's possible. You're there making art, so
yeah.
It's so random. It could be anyone. That's the cool thing. It could be someone you know.
Exactly.
And they're Banksy and they're just caking it and they're like acting like they're not Banksy.
Exactly. But
Banksy,
he destroyed one of his art pieces after it sold for like 1 point something million pounds. And that was the piece there. So he destroyed it.
Why?
It was actually as
No, we don't have time. I have my videos. Sorry.
He basically was trying to talk about how people are greedy and how like you guys just spent all this money on this art piece, so I'm gonna take it away from you, kind of vibe. And the price went up, right? So
drop it.
I like him.
Okay, Banksy, big up yourself. You can destroy stuff and still make money. Are
Yes.
you bet,
Yes,
Jen?
yes.
All right.
I think that was the last thing. Okay, now we can show the most diverse class of Congress.
Okay.
That was the
See
last.
that.
That's
I
the
think
last
that's
piece.
interesting.
I think it's
There we go.
interesting, but it's like also really sad because like Trump has just like put in place 200 lifetime judges that can't be revoked. So it's like, did we win? Did we lose? I don't know. Makes you think. Okay, let's talk about your stuff now.
Well, all I wanted to do is kind of end. This is the end of the year, and you're new.
Yeah.
And I want people to know, as of next year, things are going to be really different here because it's going to be you and me. I know you're leaving me for a little bit, but it's still going to be mostly you and me. And there's going to be some shows that Christina does by herself because I want her to grow. It's important that she grows. No, don't look at me like that. It's important that you grow. So I'm going to have shows where I'll be here, but I will not be on the show because I need you to shine, boo-boo, shine, you know? Anyhow, let's start from the beginning. So let's start when we kind of first started. This show that they're going to show you the clip is my very first show.
Oh, cool.
In the Now. Take a look.
Welcome back, everyone. So, of course, I'm going to be like, because it's our first show, there's the jitters. There's the like, I'm still trying to get used to doing this. This is going to be new for me. So bear with me, community. All right. We're going to do this together. Also, because I have such a great team, Dave, thank you. Dave's like, you know what? Slow down, sip your coffee. Tastes good.
I really like those. Can we bring those? Can we use those? I think that was really cool. I like the lower thirds.
Okay, we got to do some lower thirds, Lena.
I like those
I think
ones.
they look cool with the pink and the
Yes,
yellow
exactly.
and white. I think it'll look nice on the black table.
Exactly.
We'll do that.
See?
So
Look
the
at that.
evolution begins. Let's go right into our next video. Keep going.
I'm supposed to be looking at. Hi, everybody, and welcome to In the Now Season 2 in, of course, the brand new MyTCNTV network studio. And you know what? The interesting thing about going live and using social media live is there's always little things that happen that you have to adjust to. This year, I promise you, though, we'll be starting at 12. I'm not going to be on the...
And here we are now.
Yeah, I know. That's
Here we
cool.
are, guys. So, you know what? What are you looking forward to with our growth on In the Now? What do you want to do to take this there? Because there's 1,001 podcasts now coming out.
Mhm.
Everybody want to do a podcast. Everyone
Yeah.
thinks that they have something relevant to say. And listen, I think everyone does have something relevant to say.
Mhm.
But what is going to distinguish us from them? First of all, we're not a podcast. That's the first thing.
I think the consistency in like the content, consistency in like showing up every week. I think that is something a lot of people forget. Like people will start something and then stop. like 6 months
all
later.
the time.
And I think that consistency like is what will set us apart.
I agree. Here to our In the Now is actually 2 years old, and look at the evolution we've gone through.
Mhm.
And we've kept going. We haven't stopped. I think I took a break for 6 weeks when I went on a little bit of a sabbatical, but that was about it.
Mhm.
Ever since, we've just been going and going and going
Yeah.
with the show. So you're right. I think our consistency is going to definitely differentiate us.
Mhm.
Guys, thank you for being part of
Yeah.
this journey. Thank you, Christina,
Thank you.
for joining
No problem.
me
Thanks
on
for
this
having
journey.
me.
Kind of cool. I honestly get prepared. The next show is all you. We're
I
starting
don't think
the
so.
year.
Next week? No.
We're starting the show all
No,
you.
I don't think I have that in my schedule to do an entire show by myself. What date is next week?
She's doing it. Dave, I think there's someone outside.
I feel
Everything's
so.
happening on In the Now. So guys, you guys have a wonderful,
The 3rd?
wonderful. Yeah, the 3rd.
Can I do the week after?
No.
Why?
This is all you. Guys, have a wonderful week. Go, she Lego, guys. She
No,
doesn't
I
care. Thank you for being here. Don't
Thank
forget to
you.
like, share, subscribe.
Please.
If you have any comments or anything you want to say, anything you want to add, because you know what? We need criticism and feedback. We'd
Mhm.
love to grow the show. We want to continue
Yeah.
doing this for you. We want to be those examples for our young women who don't have that, right? It starts anywhere, and it takes consistency, positivity, learning from your mistakes, like keep going, getting up every morning and pushing. You can do it,
Exactly.
ladies. We can do it. We'll see you soon. We'll see you next year.
Next decade.
Next decade on
In the Now.
Bye, guys.